everyone, thank you for coming to my channel. This is my third episode in underwriting, and today I'm going to underwrite a deal in Temple, Texas. Um, okay, so this is the subject property. We can see it's a two-story home. I see it was built in 2003. We may need some landscape work, but that's not much. And the front porch may need some work. Yeah. I like the wood flooring. It's more sustainable for rental property. Um, the kitchen looks good. It's definitely usable. I like the stainless steel appliance. We may need to repaint the wall. Definitely see there are different color. This is red and we also had blue. So we may want to repaint the color. Repaint the wall. Make the color to be more consistent. Okay. So I put the bathroom counts here. The bathroom count is different from what the wholesaler provide to us versus what I can see from PropStream. So PropStream tells me it's 2.5 bathroom, but the wholesaler says it's 3 bathrooms. So I put the PropStream number here, and if you're serious about this property, we need to verify everything. Maybe even going to the county assessor's website just to verify the square footage, the bathroom counts. And I put the original listing price and the current listing price from the PropStream over here. So the wholesaler didn't give me the purchase price, so I just used the price shown here. Let me show you. So this is the price. So pending sale at this much. So this is the price I put into the spreadsheet. So that's actually around the date when the property was closed. Okay, so and I found two comps. So this property was sold in December, so I need to find comps that is within 3 months of the sold date. So that's why I found these two properties. One is in Coach Stop. I think it's this one, Coach Stop. So has one more bedroom count, half more bathroom counts. I think the square footage is actually very comparable. It was sold in September, and I believe it's actually very close. So actually, these are the other two comps I found for the subject property. So the other one is, no, it's not this one. I think the other one is, Whistler Stop Tempe. So let's put this property here. Let's see. Okay, so this is the subject property, and these are the two comps. And as we can see, it's actually very close to each other. It's not crossing any major road within the same subdivision. So this is perfect. And I believe both these two properties, they are actually 2 levels. Very similar square footage. And any other details we can find on this property? So it was built in 2002, so year build is very comparable as well. So the reason why we are doing this is just to make sure the purchase price is within the ballpark of the market price. And based on these two comps, actually the subject property ARV should be 220,000, which is less than what the purchase price was. But there's really not much we can do because see from the wholesaler's term is actually we are taking over the mortgage, and the mortgage balance is actually this much, so it's already higher than the market price. So there's really not much wiggle room, but it's okay. I mean, ultimately, if we want to being an investor, I mean, if we want to buy properties that will actually turn it into long-term rental or some other or mid-term rental or short-term rental, the cash flow is the king. We want to see if the property cash flow or not. Okay. Now we can move on. Now it's subject to loan calculator. So the underlying mortgage balance is this much. I put it here, and from prop stream I get original loan amount being this much. And I know it's 2.625. I plug the number here, 30 years, and it gives me the monthly PI is $1,017. So that's where then this number actually put in here. Now let's move to property tax. So from prop stream. So I know that with the assessed value being this much, this was the tax amount. And I put this amount here because the assessed value is already higher than the purchase price. So I just put this value here and divide it by 12. It gives me $496 per month for property tax. What about the insurance? So what I did here is the PITI given to us by the wholesalers is $1,724. So I use this amount minus the Subto PI and minus the property tax and give me 232. No, it's actually give me $210. Then I times 1.1 just to be conservative. Um, because the property insurance is always increasing. And the other thing I think I mentioned in my other episode as well, is very important to get a mortgage statement just to verify everything and asking the wholesaler to break down the PITI here just to make sure all these numbers actually make sense. And yeah. Then I also factor in because we're going to turn it into long-term rental, so we don't need to pay for all of this, but we may still need to pay for landscaping, so which about $50. Then I factor in the property management and the reserve for vacancy and maintenance and capex. So with all these amounts, it gives me about $1,796 per month. Now let's look at the entry fee. The wholesaler only gave us the entry fee being 28K plus closing costs plus TC. So if I were serious about this property, I would definitely go back to the wholesaler asking for the breakdown. Can you please break down the entry cost to me? But since this property has already been closed, we're doing this after fact, so I didn't get this breakdown from wholesaler. Let's just do the best we can with all this information. So there's no down payment, assuming there's no down payment, but we would probably need to pay for the agent commission, which is 2.5% because it was sold in on MLS. And the rehab furnishing, I would say it's actually not that much, probably like around $3,000. And the closing cost is just assume 2%, standard 2%, and admin assignment fee, the wholesaler assignment fee, and as well as our acquisition cost. And for the monthly carrying cost, this is basically we assume that it will take us about 3 months for us to actually rent out the property once the property is closed. So that's why the carrying cost is actually the monthly expenses times the 3. So this is about this much. So the entry cost for us is actually definitely much higher than what the wholesaler's number. Okay, then let's look at the rental income. So what I did here, I first went to a randometer, putting the subject property and put the 3-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom or more. It gave me an average of 1654. Then the next thing I did, I went to Zillow. I put in the property address and put for rent, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, house type being, home type being house. Okay, so this is one of the comps it shows. So the property is actually, this is a single level, 1 more bedroom and a little bit smaller. It's 9 days listed and only 3 contacts. So this is overpriced. And I don't think there's any other any other ones here. So we actually don't have much information from the rental comps. And as a result, I only put the number from Randometer. Let's say if all the number works and you are actually serious about this property, but we don't have any other data point for rental comps, what I would do is actually I will call the property management, the local property management company, and asking them what's the typical rent for a house like that. Just call multiple property management company just to get multiple data points and get a rough idea of the rental income here. So after this, yeah, so now we can get to the long-term rental analysis. Because the goal of this underwriting is really just to identify property if it's cash flow as a long-term rental. As we can see, we're actually losing money. And as a result, we also have an active number here on the cash on cash return, which means that this is really not a good deal. Let's say if someone wants to do it as a pass split. So if it's a good deal for pass splits, so the way you want to do it is you go to pass splits first. See if pass splits if in the market. So this is in Texas. We can see, oh, that's actually the cities that they have. I know passively seems to be open to move to different markets, but right now they don't have any, they are not present in Temple, so we cannot even do it as pass split rental property. So that's all for today, and I would appreciate your feedback in the comments below. And thank you again for supporting my channel, and please let me know if there are any topics or any information about underwriting that you would like me to cover in my future episode. Thank you. I hope you all have a great, wonderful day.